Is the European economy running on outdated tech? This question may seem surprising, but when we delve into the state of affairs, it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Let's start by painting a general picture of the European economy. Imagine a giant. It's mighty and colossal, but it's been asleep for far too long. This giant is the European economy. It's massive, no doubt, with an estimated GDP of over $18 trillion, making it one of the largest economic regions in the world. Yet despite its size, the giant seems to be in a deep slumber. Growth rates have been largely stagnant for the past few years, barely keeping up with inflation. And while the world economy has been making strides, the European giant seems to be moving at a snail's pace. The situation is further complicated by high unemployment rates, particularly among the youth. Many countries across the continent are grappling with double-digit unemployment figures, creating a sense of uncertainty and despair among the younger generation. Then we have the elephant in the room: Brexit. The United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union has sent shockwaves across the continent, creating economic and political ripples that are still being felt today. Brexit has not only fractured the unity of the Union but also brought about significant economic repercussions. But as we delve deeper, we uncover a challenge that might be even more pressing than stagnant growth, high unemployment, and the effects of Brexit. It's a challenge that's been largely overlooked, yet it could hold the key to revitalizing the European economy. This challenge lies in the realm of technology. The European tech sector, which should be at the forefront of innovation and growth, seems to be lagging behind its counterparts in the US and Asia. While the rest of the world has been embracing the digital revolution, Europe seems to be stuck in a technological time warp. So here we are, staring at a potential crisis that could either make or break the European economy. But the biggest challenge might be one we've overlooked: the gap in the tech sector. The European tech sector is lagging behind, but how deep is the divide? Delve into the heart of the matter, and you'll find Europe's tech sector is indeed playing catch-up. Let's consider a few case studies to illustrate this divide. The first stop on our journey is Silicon Valley, the global hub of tech innovation. This California-based tech haven is home to giants such as Google, Apple, and Facebook. In contrast, Europe's most notable tech firms like SAP and Spotify, while significant, don't quite match up to their American counterparts in terms of market domination and influence. Next, consider the investment landscape. In the United States and Asia, venture capitalists are pouring billions into tech startups, fostering a culture of innovation and risk-taking. In 2023 alone, North American tech startups received over $130 billion in funding. In comparison, European startups garnered a mere third of that amount. This stark difference in investment is a clear indication of the disparity in the tech landscapes. The production of cutting-edge technology further illustrates this gap. Asia, particularly China, is leading the charge in the manufacturing of electronics and other tech-related products. Europe, on the other hand, is not a significant player in the global tech production arena. This situation has left Europe dependent on imports for its tech needs, further widening the tech gap. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the mindset. Silicon Valley and Asia's tech hubs aren't just places. They're ecosystems that foster a culture of innovation, risk-taking, and continuous learning. Europe, however, has been slow to cultivate such an environment. This cultural gap plays a significant role in Europe's tech lag. To sum up, the tech divide between Europe and the rest of the world is not just about the number of tech giants, the amount of investment, or the production of technology. It's also about the mindset towards innovation and risk-taking. This gap is not just wide, it's growing. What does this tech gap mean for the European economy, you might ask? Well, let's delve into the potential consequences of this technological disparity. Firstly, there's the issue of productivity. Technology is a key driver of productivity, enabling businesses to do more with less. Without the latest tech, European firms are like runners in a race, but with weights around their ankles. They're working harder just to keep pace, let alone move ahead. This isn't just about fancy gadgets and slick software. It's about the ability to innovate, to streamline operations, and to respond swiftly to market changes. Next, consider competitiveness on the global stage. Europe is in a race, not just with the US and Asia, but with the entire world. Technology is a critical part of that race. It's the vehicle that propels nations forward, and without it, Europe risks falling further behind. Businesses may struggle to compete with their more technologically advanced counterparts in other regions, potentially leading to a loss of market share and ultimately a reduction in economic growth. Lastly, let's talk about jobs. We often hear fears about technology taking jobs away, but the reality is a lack of technology can be just as damaging. Without a vibrant tech sector, Europe could miss out on the creation of new jobs in emerging fields. Moreover, companies that fail to stay abreast of technological advancements may find themselves unable to sustain their current employment levels. So, what's the bottom line? The tech gap presents a serious challenge to the European economy. It's like a slow leak in a tire. It might not cause a crash today or even tomorrow, but over time, it will make the journey slower, harder, and less efficient. If left unaddressed, the consequences could be severe. Lower productivity, less competitiveness, and potential job losses. The stakes are high, the need for action is urgent. The time to bridge this tech gap is now. It's not just about keeping up with the Joneses, or in this case, the Americas and Asias. It's about securing a prosperous and sustainable future for the European economy. How can a tech upgrade boost the European economy? Well, let's dive deep. Investing in technology is akin to planting a seed for a mighty oak tree. It might seem small and insignificant at first, but with time and nurturing it can grow into something massive and influential. The same is true for the European economy. Now let's talk about job creation. Tech industries are known for their high-paying jobs and their ability to create employment opportunities at a rapid pace. An investment in technology can lead to an influx of new jobs, helping to reduce unemployment rates and stimulate economic growth. But it's not just about creating jobs, it's also about staying competitive. Europe has traditionally been a powerhouse in sectors like manufacturing and finance. But as the world shifts towards a more digital economy, there's a risk of falling behind. Tech investment can help European businesses remain competitive, not just within their own borders, but also on the global stage. Then there's the question of leadership. The world is on the brink of a new technological revolution, with sectors like artificial intelligence and green technology leading the charge. By investing in tech, Europe has the chance to position itself at the forefront of these emerging sectors. Imagine a future where Europe leads the world in AI development or green tech innovation. That's a future worth striving for. Tech upgrades can also improve efficiency and productivity. Advanced technology enables businesses to streamline their operations, reduce costs, and enhance their products or services. This can result in higher profits, which can then be reinvested into the economy, fueling further growth. Finally, tech upgrades can lead to innovation, and innovation is the lifeblood of any thriving economy. It's what drives progress, propels us forward, and helps us solve some of the world's most pressing problems. So, to answer the question, how can a tech upgrade boost the European economy? Well, the potential benefits are manifold. From job creation to increased competitiveness, from leadership in emerging sectors to enhanced productivity and innovation, the list goes on. The potential rewards are immense. What steps does Europe need to take to close the tech gap? A question that's been bouncing around the corridors of power and boardrooms alike. To answer this, we need to tread the path of understanding the steps necessary for Europe to catch up in the tech race. Firstly, Europe needs to significantly boost its investment in tech education. With the world becoming increasingly digital, the demand for tech-savvy professionals is growing exponentially. Europe must seize this opportunity by nurturing a new generation of tech wizards. This would mean revamping curriculums, investing in tech-focused schools, and promoting tech as a career choice from an early age. Next, there's the need to foster a supportive environment for tech startups. The European startup ecosystem has been lagging behind its American and Asian counterparts. To change this, Europe needs to make it easier for entrepreneurs to start and scale their businesses. This could involve simplifying regulations, providing tax incentives, and creating funding opportunities for tech startups. Government support also plays a crucial role in tech advancement. European governments should not only be facilitators but active participants in the tech revolution. They can do this by investing in research and development, encouraging collaborations between universities and tech firms, and leading by example in adopting new technologies. Speaking of collaborations, Europe can significantly benefit from forging partnerships with tech giants in the US and Asia. These alliances would enable European companies to tap into the vast tech knowledge and resources available in these regions. It's not about reinventing the wheel, but rather learning from those who have already paved the way. In the grand scheme of things, these steps may seem daunting, but they are necessary. Let's not forget that the tech race isn't a sprint, but a marathon. It's not just about the speed of progress, but the direction in which it's heading. The road might be long, but the destination is worth it. Europe has the potential to not just catch up in the tech race, but to lead it. The journey starts with acknowledging the gap and taking decisive steps to close it, and the time to start is now. What does the future hold for the European economy? That's the question we've been exploring throughout this discussion. Let's take a moment to revisit our journey. We started by examining the economic prognosis, where we painted a picture of a European economy showing signs of lagging behind its global counterparts. We then uncovered the tech gap that exists between Europe and the leaders in technology, namely the United States and Asia. This tech gap is not just a matter of prestige or bragging rights, it has real tangible consequences for the European economy, and we delved into those too. We explored how this tech deficiency is leading to missed opportunities, slower growth, and a lack of competitiveness on the global stage. It's like running a marathon with one shoe or trying to win a chess match without a queen. You're not just at a disadvantage, you're actively handicapped. But it's not all doom and gloom. We also made the case for a tech upgrade, outlining how embracing technology can help Europe not just catch up, but potentially leapfrog its competitors. It's not just about plugging a gap, it's about building a bridge to a brighter, more prosperous future. We then embarked on the road to this tech upgrade, discussing the steps Europe needs to take to make this vision a reality. It's not an easy journey, but with the right investment, policies, and mindset, it's a journey that Europe can not only embark on, but complete successfully. So, what does the future hold for the European economy? It's a question with no definitive answer. But one thing is clear, the status quo is untenable. The need for a tech upgrade is urgent. It's not just about keeping pace with the rest of the world, it's about securing a prosperous future for the people of Europe. The time for a tech upgrade is now. The future of the European economy depends on it.